Does your husband make you mad? We have an amazing show for you. The Worst Wife Ever game show. Oh, you can't even see it. The Worst Wife Ever game show. We've got the comedians here. We're gonna have a great show. I'm gonna give scenarios. They're gonna answer the worst wife ever. Let's see who wins. Stay tuned. Worst Wife Ever game show. So I'm going to give the rules first, and we're going to dive right into the first question. So by the way, here's the thing. If you guys have questions about madness and anger and whatever, you're really mad at your husband about something, type it in right now as you're thinking of it. Wins that round. And if there's a tie, the person who shook their shaker first wins. Okay. Now, just so you know, anybody who doesn't know pans, does anyone not know this? The pan is this like in every meme and every cartoon where you're hitting a husband? We are not advocating violence. Okay. So I just wanted to make that clear. This is a joke. Okay, good. Fine. Let's go. We're going to start with the first scenario. Get you guys, everybody. First of all, everybody introduce yourself. Rachel, go ahead.
Hi, I'm Rachel Drummond.
Okay, go around. Go ahead.
I'm Taylor.
Hi, I'm Jessica Young.
Jessica Young. Okay, good.
Hi, Siggy Rabbit.
Taylor Loeb.
Okay, these are improv comedians who are gracing us with their presence today, and we are going to see who is the worst wife ever. Okay, so here's the first scenario. You ready? Ready, Sarit? You on? You ready? Good. We're good. We're getting nods. Nods. You think they can see the nods? Sarit, hello. Let's hear your beautiful voice. Okay, fine. Here
I am ready.
You are ready. Okay, fine. Here we go. Okay, scenario number one. Ready? You come home to your husband, who was supposed to be watching the kids and play with them without screen time. That was your agreement, without screen time. You walk in the door, they're all crowded in front of the screen, and your husband is MIA, missing in action. Your husband is nowhere to be found. What do you do? Ladies, worst wife ever. Rachel.
Call the police.
Call the police. Okay, fine, good. Who else?
Reprogram.
Reprogram. What is reprogram?
Reprogram the cable box so that every device in the house only plays soap operas.
Okay, very good. Maybe we got the judges laughing. Okay, good. Who else? Siggy?
I would go in a different direction and make my husband sit in a room and just watch cartoons and the most outrageous Disney shows with the kids like on his lap for 12 hours straight the next day, and see how he likes it.
He likes what?
See how he likes screen time.
See how he likes screen time. Very good. Okay, Taylor?
And then you're gonna have to pick the favorite show of the smallest child, of my smallest child, and have to watch it over and over and over and over again for the next 3 weeks.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine. We got the answers, ladies. Judges, Sarit, you're up.
Okay. Wow. Screen time. This is a good one. I have to say I'm going with Taylor, even though Siggy, you were up there, you were close, but I think the youngest child's favorite show being watched with the child on the lap for 3 weeks is probably going to be the West.
Nightmare. Nightmare for him. There we go. See? Okay, fine. Okay, good. Okay, Aviva.
Who said the soap opera? I like that answer. Jessica gets my vote because my husband actually, I've caught him watching Peppa and some of those other shows, and he actually enjoys it. So I think soap operas would be more of a punishment.
Okay, fine.
Like that.
Okay, that's one for Jessica. Okay, Rachel.
I have to go with what Sarit said. I want to see him watch the same show over and over, and I just want to sit there and get enjoyment from watching him do that.
Okay, enjoyment. Okay, fine. That round goes to Taylor. You go, girl. That's great. Okay, so fine. So now I'm going to give a let's see. So I've got a bunch of things to do when you're mad, and we're going to give a little one after each thing of what that was the worst wife ever. Best wife ever would be to, hold on a second. Let me just pick which one matches that. So you're so mad, there's like nothing to do. I think the answer must be just make him watch that show again and again and again. Okay, so I guess I'm going to start with a little bit of a wimpy one. The other ones are a little bit more aggressive, but this one only matches that, is that just let it go. So there are some things that, if you walk in the door and you're like, you're like, really? Like, where is he? And all the kids are like this, and there's zombies staring at the screen and you are livid. It could be that you have a conversation with him like, oh, I thought we had kind of agreed to not do screen time. I'm kind of upset. Or this is, you have to pick your battles. This is one of the things you just let go. Okay, let's go on to the next scenario. Everybody ready? Any other comments?
Wait, where is he?
Huh?
I said, but wait, where is he? I called the police.
You called the police. Yeah, he was just like the kids.
Upstairs in his office?
He was upstairs in his office, or he was on an email, or he was in the kitchen fixing himself a sandwich, whatever he
All right,
was.
I'll let it go.
Not managing the kids. He's like,
Sleeping.
sleeping. He was napping. He was taking a nap.
Rachel,
Taking a nap.
wherever he is, it's better that he's not around because I think the police would be called on you
There you
with
go.
the pot in your hand. So I
Okay.
think it's good. I think he's safer.
Sarit, this is a pan. Not a pot. Okay, come on. All right. Okay, fine.
What do I know about cooking?
What do you know? Yeah, you're a pretty darn good cook. Okay, number 2. Your husband acts like he did an amazing thing by giving the kids a bath. Hello, I do this every day. Do you thank me? No. Okay. And then he left all the wet towels on the floor. So in other words, if he had taken the wet towels after bathing the kids and hung them back on the hooks, they would dry for the next day. They're dry, clean kids with clean towels. Now they're all over the floor and now you have to wash them. What do you do? Sorry, Taylor.
Taylor, is that Hebrew for Taylor? Is that like, I am just going to put it in his gym bag.
Oh, okay. You put all the towels in his gym bag. Fantastic. Worst wife ever. Okay, fine. Okay, who else? Go ahead, Jessica.
I'm going to create a motel housekeeping sign and say, the Hotel Young is closed, must pick up after oneself.
What's Hotel Young? What's a Young?
My last name.
Oh, okay. Now I was like, what? Oh, say fine. Okay, so Hotel Richheimer is closed for business today. Pick up
Exactly.
oneself. Okay, fine. You make a sign. Okay, good. Guys, go ahead, Sig.
I'm gonna have nobody bath for a month and then leave all of our face towels and deodorant towels and all those things around my husband and see if he likes that.
Okay, okay, very good. Rach?
I'm going to organize an award ceremony and invite all the neighbors just to give him an award for best bath given. And just the one bath that he gets a big award, like a big sarcastic award.
You mean to make it sure that he knows that this is like, thank you very much for doing one bath. I do this
What a
every day.
hero, yeah.
Got it. Okay, award ceremony. I got it. Okay, let's start with Aviva this time.
That question was very hypothetical, had nothing to do with it. I definitely am going with Rachel because I'm all about sarcasm and giving awards for good behavior by the husband. We'll go with that.
Good behavior. Okay, fine. Rachel. Sorry. You're on mute. Sarit, let's go with you.
I will have to go. I didn't catch the name of our first answer. The motel housekeeping sign, Young. The Young motel.
Oh, that's Jessica.
But I wouldn't be as nice as her. I would say that the housekeeping is closed forever and you have to do it yourself and
Forever.
right, never to return again.
Okay, fine. Like closed for business forever. Okay, fine. Got it. Okay, Sarit.
So I'm going to have to go with Aviva. Rachel was definitely my pick with the award ceremony, but I will have to up it because Rachel, part of the ceremony would be, you know how they present them with a sash or a trophy or like a cape? He would be draped with the towels that were on the floor as his final ending, and that would be mine.
Okay, fantastic. Very good. So the worst wife ever goes to Rachel for that round. Very good. Okay, so
Leila, I had from Instagram somebody responded that she would tie-dye all the towels.
Tie-dye all the time. Then you wouldn't tell if they were dirty. They could use them dirty, no problem. Okay, so here's the first thing, what to do when you're mad. And I'm gonna, after each question, I'll give you a little bit tidbit on what to do when you're mad. Number 1 is no drama. Get emotions out of it. Everybody knows that men like data transmission. Women talk to connect, and men talk to transfer, to transmit data and information. So get the drama out instead of saying, "Why did you give the kids a bath?" and blah 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 blah. Or it's here's how it looks to get the transmit data without the drama. Gee, honey, I thought we had talked about less screen time for the kids, or it would be nice if you took the cooking project that you didn't leave me with all the cleanup. It's just data, not drama. So everyone who's listening, if you are in a situation sometime in the next week, maybe it'll happen, it probably will, is if you're in a situation and you feel the drama and the emotions starting to roil within you, the key is to transmit data. That's the tip for the day. Okay, one of the tips for the day. Okay, let's go to the next scenario. Ladies, ready? Comedians, improv. These are professional comedians, by the way. They do this for a living. Okay, number 3, your husband thinks he is Mr. Fixit. He insists on fixing the leaky faucet. He actually made the faucet worse and turned it into a minor problem into an emergency that now you have to stay home from work and wait for the plumber to come because it's gushing. What do you do? Dun, 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 dun. We need a thing that goes dun, 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 right? Okay, go ahead. Jessica, you're on.
I take advantage of all the time I have waiting for a repair that should have been called on in the first place by ordering my favorite deli food from Goldbelly, and then he gets surprised with a nice credit card bill.
Okay, Goldbelly, whatever that. Okay, fine, good. Who's next? Oh, Rachel.
Yeah, I think I'm going the credit card route too. While I wait for the plumber, I'm gonna just break some more things.
Break some more things.
What'd
you say?
I'm just gonna break some pipes and flood some things and have more things for the plumber to fix.
Okay, very good. Okay, who's next? Taylor?
Well, it's hard to decide between having an affair with the plumber or, just letting him wait for it, just calling him 5 minutes before and saying that I need to be out of the house. So just so you know, Jimmy's going to be here in 5. And if you don't want to have Noah's Ark at the house, then you might want to come home.
Or I'm running away with the plumber.
Right.
Or I'm running away with the plumber.
Right, okay. Very good. Okay, Siggy?
I'm going to say if you think you're a plumber and you want to be a plumber, then start dressing like a plumber. And I'm going to make him walk around the house like a plumber and with a plunger in his hand. And I'm going to have him do that when the actual plumber arrives. And so he can just kind of bask in his own embarrassment.
Okay, very good. Okay, fine. We're going to start with Russell this time.
Okay, I am going to go with Ziggy. I'm going to dress him like a plumber. I'm actually going to put the clothes on him, give him plungers, but not clean plungers, dirty ones. And he has to, he has to greet the plumber like that. Or, yeah, I like that.
Okay, very good. Okay, Sarit.
I was going to say, go with Aviva because I have to add some stuff from Instagram that's really funny after. So let Aviva go and then I'll be the final.
I think running away with a plumber qualifies as the worst wife ever. So I would go with that one.
Worst wife ever. Okay, fine. Okay, Sarit.
Okay, so I'm actually going to go with the Ruffle, and I'm going to go with Siggy because I love the, you want to be a plumber. Here you go, honey. I'm sure that was your dream when you were young to always be a plumber. And definitely go with that route. But I will say that our Instagrammers also went with Siggy, seems to be the popular one. But one of them actually wrote, she's going to recycle the bathroom water and serve it to him as his water, which I think is, I might have to say, maybe the
appropriate. Ooh, okay. We didn't say this was going to be a clean show today.
Oh, good play on wordplay.
There you go. I had to do something to save this. Okay. Yeah. Thank you for Instagrammers for your comments. Keep them coming. Okay. So here's don't exaggerate. Here's another, what do you do when you're mad? Number 2 is don't exaggerate. Don't say you always do this. Don't blow things out of the proportion. That just increases the temperature without increasing the data transmission. Okay, so that's what you do when you're mad. So in between these funny things of the worst wife ever, I'm going to give the real what a good wife would do, or what the best wife ever would do. Okay, let's go on to the next scenario. Your husband loves to be father of the year, right when you're getting kids ready for bed. That's when he decides to roughhouse it with the boys, to dance with the girls, or to play a game. So instead of wanting to go to bed, he makes the kids energized. Then, of course, he leaves after he's gotten them all hyper and jazzed up and they're all fighting, and he leaves them to you now to get them to bed. What do you do? Drum roll. Okay, go ahead. Taylor.
So I'm going to tell my middle child next night when he goes to put her to bed to have him ask him where babies come from.
Okay. We have to keep this show clean, remember? Okay, fine. Okay. Okay, fine. Who's next? Okay, Siggy.
I would be like, fine, and I put them to bed and set an alarm in the room at 3 a.m. and say, go jump on daddy. He really wants that. He's going to be so excited, and have all the kids jump on daddy at 3 a.m. in the other room.
Okay. Where's Rachel? Can we get her back? Oh, it says admit. How do I admit? There we go. I think she got cut out. Okay. Okay, fine. So it's between, hi, back, Rachel. Okay, Rachel, it's Rachel or Jessica? Who's
Jessica.
Okay, go ahead, Jessica. Yeah, okay, fine.
I'm going to pull out the new gifts for the children that I bought them recorders and have them start practicing when they're supposed to be laying down to go to bed, and see how dad likes that sound before.
Oh, the recorder, you mean that thing? The
loud flute.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. We're getting good. Okay, go ahead, Rach.
I missed the scenario, so I'm just calling the police and then running away with the plumber.
Okay, bye. Oh, you missed the whole scenario?
Yeah.
Basically, the husband.
I don't even know who won the last round. That was
Oh,
No, that's good. Okay, Noosh, I like her once a call. She'll have to
I shouldn't give her just quickly.
Yeah, no, because it is just, it's gonna
Okay, fine. Okay, so good. Sari, you be first this time.
Okay, so firstly, just from Torah Anytime's live stream, Dina, our lovely British girl, said, "Who we love you, Dina." Said, "Great tip. We love Leah. Give hubby data, not drama," is a great line. So we're gonna start using that. By the way, we're gonna quote you.
What did she say? That what?
Give hubby data, not drama.
Oh, that's awesome. Rachel, you got that down? We're gonna make a meme out of that. That's great.
We're making a meme out of that.
Making a meme out of that. That's
great.
great.
She also said, really great show, lots of scenarios tonight.
Yeah, very
okay.
Good.
Oh, tonight, because I guess it's nighttime by then, right? Okay, so I have to go with I have to go with Siggy. Waking up the kids at 3 a.m. and having them jump on daddy and waking him up is probably he would never do it again. That's for sure.
That's one of you guys has some kind of weird, you need to mute yourself or something. It's getting weird clicking, but maybe after. Anyway, okay, so fine. Okay, go ahead, Aviva.
I just don't think, I like Siggy's response, but I don't think it's realistic because the kids are going to be there to the world and not want to wake up in the morning because they're so exhausted. Knowing my children, they'll be wild and then so tired. I like Rachel's answer because I think it's just so relevant regardless of the question. I think both of those are great answers.
Okay.
Go Rachel, I'm with you.
Okay, fine, good. Okay, Rachel?
Okay, I have to go with my beautiful, spiteful Ziggy. She is so spiteful. I feel so sorry for her husband.
Good.
You know, Daddy, set the alarm, tell the children, Daddy wants you. He wants you to get up, and they'll listen to Mommy.
And they'll be excited. You could have balloons, you could have noisemakers, groggers. Yes, very good. We're good. Okay, fine. Siggy gets that round, wins that round. Excellent. Okay, so the next, what to do when you're mad is introspect. Okay, so here's a little bit of a deep one. We're going to go deep for a second. Is that okay with everybody? Yes. Okay, fine. Okay. Notice how I didn't wait for anyone to answer. So introspect. So are you reacting because your husband is pushing your buttons from the past, meaning your husband does something little here, but it reminds me of what somebody in your family of origin did or something like that. So it's something that your husband did causing an overreaction from you. So this introspection means you're examining the past. and if that kind of thing happens, let's say something, your husband does something that's just so annoying. What you say is you say, I'm going to need some time to. I'm giving you what to do when you're mad. And here's another tip. It's about introspection. So here's about introspection is that sometimes you're mad and you overreact to something, not because what your husband did was so bad or annoying or whatever, maybe it was, but most of it is because of the baggage you're carrying from your childhood or from past relationships or from your kid, your siblings, or from being bullied or whatever it is, friends that did you wrong, whatever it is, it's pushing a emotional button from the past. So when you are you feel like you're overreacting something, you're taking out a lot of anger on your husband, even though he did something little, you're taking it out as if, wow, you did this horrible thing, right? When you find yourself doing that, say, I really need, something is really bugging me about what happened. It could be not you. It could be that you did something little and I'm overreacting. I just need some time to think. Please don't take it personally. I need time to think. And during that introspection, many things could happen. You could say, oh, I realize why, because when I was bullied and they said those kinds of things, it made me want to shout back. So now I actually can. And so you'll do that. Another thing might happen. You might think, I'm making a mountain out of a molehill. You'll be able to drop it off your list. The other thing, it'll bring the emotional tension, temperature down. So introspection is very key. It's just very important. You explain to your husband, I need time to think. Okay, let's go to the next scenario. You guys ready? Oh, did you have a question, Taylor?
I do. I have a question. What happens when you know that he is the one who has an emotional button that's coming back? Like
Right.
how do you handle it from that without losing?
Awesome question. So the question is, if you had an emotional button and your husband knew it, what would you want him to do? You want him to have,
well, if he has an emotional one that I set off, and that it's his thing that he's dealing with, how do you deal with
right.
it?
How do you deal with it? So first of all, try and tiptoe around things he has buttons on. That's first of all, like if you know that, he has a sketchy relationship with his father who always was criticizing him constantly, and you criticize him and he completely blows up, not because of what you said was so mean, but because of his past. Try not to criticize him so much, or say to him, I want to make a slight correction. Please don't take it as a criticism. I know this is one of your push buttons because your father criticized you. You don't have to say this every conversation, but I'm just saying, if there's that deep depth of understanding, there's a closeness. It's like, I get you, husband. I get you, and I'm trying to take care of you, but I also need to communicate some data. See, there you go. So, but if you know that it's a hot button, he's all blown up. He's blew up because you criticized him and you did it as nicely as you knew how. Then just where's the duct tape? Hey, my duct tape. Just don't say anything. Okay. Don't say anything at the moment. And then later say, I think you were a little harsh on me because you have sort of a push button. I pushed your button. I'm sorry for pushing your button, but you completely overacted as if I had done, the worst thing. Did that answer your question? Yeah. That didn't look like a convincing. Yeah, it did.
Yeah, no, I'm just thinking about it. Yeah.
Okay, fine. And if somebody else had a question, no? Good. Okay, let's go to the next scenario. Okay. Your husband keeps trying to tell you how you should have responded to your boss's temper tantrum. So that day your boss had a fit or whatever, and it makes you feel even worse, like you should have handled it this way, that way. And he's just telling you how he's micromanaging you, telling you what you should have said and how you should have said it. And you just need to vent, but he keeps telling you solutions, and you keep telling him you don't want solutions. You need to vent, and his solutions are making you feel like worse. What do you do? Who's up? Oh, this is a tough one. Okay, Rachel.
I think maybe in the conversation where he's telling me everything that I should have done, I should start doing those things that he's saying, but to him. Like if he's saying you should have spoken in a soft tone, say, okay, and what else should I do? I think it's basically mocking.
They're mocking him. Very good. Totally with you. Okay, who's next? Go ahead, Jessica.
I start praying, and when he asks what I'm praying for, tell him that I'm hoping that God grants us a Freaky Friday scenario so he can go to work in my place.
Okay, boom. But Taylor, you are next.
I just sit there silently and just stare and just don't say a word.
And just give him the silent treatment. Ooh, the silent treatment. Okay, good. He's the worst wife ever. Okay, go ahead, Siggy.
I'm sorry, when you need a vent, you need a vent. So I escalate my venting and I start smashing dishes and stomping and throwing a major like 3-year-old tantrum because like I got to get it out. And if he's not going to let me do it, then I'm going to just do it tenfold on him.
On him. Very good. Okay, judges, where are we holding? Okay, who's up first? I don't remember what the order is. Aviva.
Rachel, I think we're living like parallel lives or something. I love your answers. They're fantastic. I'm with you.
What was the answer again?
I don't remember.
And toward him.
What'd you say?
What was your answer?
Like taking all his advice in the moment, but directing it toward him. Kind of in a
Oh, yes. It's like that passive aggressiveness. Oh, yes, sweetheart. You're right.
passive aggressive.
Passive aggressive. Yes, good. Okay, got it. Okay, Rachel.
Okay, I think I'm very good friends with Ziggy. I love this girl. I see eye to eye with her, and she's extremely spiteful, which I just love over and over. She's just spiteful, and would escalate my venting, as she said. And not only that, but it helps when you escalate your venting. It'll help to take advantage of his solution orientation. You know, so I'll get more solutions from bringing up more stuff. So I like that.
Oh, you mean adding more things that you're mad about and more things to vent?
Yeah, let's not take advantage of his solutionizing.
Okay, very good. Got it. Okay, that's good. Sarit.
Okay, so wow, I'm gonna make this hard because, by the way, I just have to put a disclaimer. Siggy is really the nicest wife ever, or girlfriend or whatever. I'm not sure what relationship Siggy's in, but she's the nicest whatever because she brings it all out the opposite. So just so we're aware, because Siggy, you're really bringing those things on like big time. We love it. But no, I actually am going to cause you, Leia, a little trouble because I am actually going with Jessica on this one. Because Freaky Friday to me and having my husband switch positions and turn into me, and I could be him for one day and enjoy the luxury of telling myself all the stuff I don't want to hear. I'm totally in. I'm doing the Freaky Friday.
Wow.
But then do you have to be him?
Excuse me, I want to be him.
You do?
Yeah, hello. They have it easy. No, I'm joking.
I don't know. Okay, so the tiebreaker is who shook first. Wasn't that Rachel? Who shook their shaker first? Yeah, in the case of the tie, it's whoever shooken, whoever shook first. Rachel shook first, the worst wife ever. But you all guys are very good runners up on that one. Wow. Okay.
Oh, wait, by the way, Leia, we have somebody actually on Facebook said, Siggy is married 2 years. Siggy, you got a Facebook base over here. I'm telling you, they know exactly what your story is. So they're letting me know.
Man.
And actually, I don't know, Leia, Facebook came in as Freaky Friday Jessica. 3.
Wow.
To Freaky Friday Jessica.
Okay, there we go.
I'll concede.
So can we count that so Jessica can tie with the others?
Yeah, I think we can count that because our Facebook clan, we want our viewers to vote in, and I keep telling them to vote. So their votes are going to count.
Okay, so we're going to have Jessica win that round. Can we do that? So it's a tie. It's a tough tie between all of you.
Yes. Good. Oh, good. So we have some tie.
The tension is mounted. Yeah.
Okay, fine. So you who won that round? That went to.
That was Jessica, and now Leia, we're at a tie because every one of them has.
Dun, 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 dun. We need that dun, dun, dun music, whatever.
We unfairly took that victory away from
Are you
Rachel.
okay,
Sorry.
Rachel? Rachel's not gonna. You're not crying in your soup. You're okay with it.
Rachel, you've been voted off the island by Facebook.
Okay, yes. Okay. So here's the next. What do you do when you're mad? So if a public speaker is talk softly, everyone stops to listen to what they have to say, right? But if you are in the room with your husband and you're like this, but if you just like in the middle of the moment, you are mad as you can be, and I'm not using any curse word, mad as HE double hockey sticks, whatever. You're really, really, really mad, but you talk in a soft voice. Try it. It's miraculous what it does to you and what it does to your husband. Okay, let's go to the next scenario. Ready, everybody? Tension's mounting. Okay, your husband just let the kids have another bowl of ice cream when you just told him no. They were all crowding around, whatever. He heard them tell you no. he heard you tell them, the kids, no. And then after they said, come on, please. And then your husband yells over, yeah, it's fine. You can have another bowl. And you're like, excuse me, what do you do? Go. Dun, 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 dun. Rachel.
I give him ice cream for every meal for like the next 3 days. I hold a grudge on this one, and it's nonstop lactose.
Okay. Okay. Siggy.
Everything that he says no to for the next month, I reverse and say, actually, yes, you can do that. Override that.
Ooh, ouch. You judges, you're hearing this? Okay, fine. Go ahead, Taylor.
Well, I just get really sweet and come outside and I say, oh, you look like that tastes so good. And then I just like quietly lock the bedroom door. So he can't come in tonight.
Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. Ouch. Ouch. Okay, Jessica.
I say, why stop at one flavor? And I have an ice cream truck come around and I invite every child in the neighborhood to take their pick on my husband's time.
It's time and money. Okay. Okay, Sarit, you're up.
Yeah, I have to answer this one first. I'm sorry. Jessica! You rock that! Oh my God, an ice cream truck? And it's all on, he's paying for it? I love it. Kids, ice cream truck came up and Daddy sponsored it for the whole neighborhood. Love it.
We're done. Good. Fantastic. Okay, Rachel.
I have to go with Jessica also. Sorry, Siggy. I was with you the whole time.
We had a thing.
That ice cream truck rocks. He'll never do that again.
I'll never do that again. Okay, Aviva.
I'm leaning towards Jessica, but I'm realizing that's my dime also. So I'm not so sure. I think personally, I would bring in an audiologist to check my husband's hearing and give him the benefit of the doubt that maybe he didn't hear what I said about the ice cream.
Hello. That's the best wife ever answered. That's not the worst wife ever answered. Okay.
By the way, Facebook Leia gave the win to Jessica. Jessica was across the board on Facebook.
Across the board. Fantastic.
Yeah, so I think Jessica won that round.
Okay,
By the
Tell her anytime Dina says, I'm voting, Rachel's answer was great, and she needs the points. Ice cream for all meals every single day.
Pity points for Rachel. That's adorable. Thank you for the votes. Okay, this is great. So here's the thing. I'm going to give you another what to do when you're mad. This one is don't withdraw. So taking things, when you need time to think about it, whatever, like instead of just being angry, say, I need time to just think about it. I'm not withdrawing. Don't take it personally. So it's really not withdrawing emotionally. You need to communicate. If you need to think about something, a lot of people are slow processors, especially when their emotions are kicked up and there's a lot of drama. They're slow to process what's happening, how's it happening, whatever. If you're one of those people, tell your husband, I just realized about something about myself. I'm kind of slow to process. So something will happen in our relationship and I'll, react in probably a stupid way or a not good way or a not bringing you close way or a way that makes you upset or angry or whatever. I just react. So my thing is, I realize I'm a slow processor. So would it be okay with you, and even if it's not, no, would it be okay with you if when I see myself like upset, instead of flapping my mouth, I'm going to say, I just need a timeout. I just need to think about this. I think it'll go better for you. I think it'll go better for me. I think it'll go better for my marriage. Bulletproof. You had a question, Taylor? Or you were just fixing your hair? Okay, fine. Okay, good. Let's go to the next scenario. Okay, fine. Your husband thinks he's doing you a huge favor by giving the kids breakfast. He took out they took out every cereal box. It's all over the floor, all over the counters. They made a huge mess. He let them pour for themselves. You never let a 2-year-old pour cereal for themselves. So they have mounds of stuff with milk in it. He left the milk out so it's stinky and smelly, and it's just a disaster. So he was doing you, quote unquote, a favor by letting you sleep in, and this is what you woke up to. Ready? Go. Bum, 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 bum. Taylor.
I would come in and say, thank you so much for showing how to clean out the cabinets. And so next time you can just show them how to clean it up. And I'll see you in an hour.
And then you just leave the room. Okay.
And then
then you leave. Okay, Siggy.
I would just say this is so nice of you. And now I'm going to give you the same gift for dinner and lunch. for the month of February. And so during those 2 meals, the kids get to cook for themselves and for daddy.
And he has to clean up. Right? And he has to.
It's their gift, you know.
It's not your problem. Okay, very, very good. Who else? Go ahead, Rach.
I think I'm gonna clean up all the stuff into a bin, and then instead of throwing it into the trash, I'm gonna go to his favorite area, like his office or his TV watching area, and just kind of spread out the spoiled milk and the cereal bits and all the little pockets and crevices that he needs.
Worst wife ever. Okay. Okay, Jessica.
I'm going to start having deconstructed dinners, and I'm going to, instead of assembling the foods, let the children spread it on the middle of the table like Cold Stone Creamery and just have them take spoons and mix it all together and see how appetizing he finds that.
Okay, there you go. Ouch. These are the, by the way, these are not real take this home, take this at, try this at home. These are, these are the worst wife ever answers. Okay, very good. Okay, go ahead, Rachel. Keep your thing off muted because it causes a delay. You can keep it off muted.
It's in the background, so I keep it muted.
Got it. Okay.
I'm gonna go, I like Jessica's again this time about the deconstructed dinner and have the kids, give them all spoons and let them do it. And I think that's a perfect punishment. I think that's a wonderful, terrible wife.
A terrible, wonderful, worst wife ever. Aviva.
Who gives the first answer? My short-term memory is not right now. Yes, I like Taylor's answer because I like that sweetsy sarcastic tone. I think that just gets under people's skin so well. So I go with you.
Okay, fine. Sarit.
Okay, so wow, mine is a toss-up between Jessica and Rachel. I'm like really torn here, and I know that like giving Jessica the medal would help out because she already has one vote. Giving Rachel would totally throw this thing into a loop, but I'm really leaning towards Rachel. I mean, taking all that mess and depositing it in his office and maybe in his underwear drawer and his pants or anywhere else. I think that could totally
It's a dirty show. A lot of dirt.
No, I said drawer, Leah. I didn't say anything else. I said
okay,
in the drawer.
It's drawer.
No,
How do you say drawer?
Yeah, you see how I say it?
That's drawer. You do not know how to say drawer.
Brooklyn in the house. How do you say it?
Brooklyn in the house. Draw. Yeah, I'm gonna put it in
But I will
drawer.
tell you that Facebook did give the win to Siggy. So we actually have all 4 running on this gamut right now because each one got a win.
A stalemate is another word.
One got a win. Facebook gave it to Siggy. I gave it to Rachel. Rachel gave it to Jessica. And Aviva gave it to Taylor.
This is great.
Leah, thank you. How good is my memory just there that I knew exactly who got it?
I'm very impressed.
Impressive.
With a newborn, that's pretty impressive. Okay, so here's the question for this one. I think we have to double down. We ask the next question. Whoever wins that one wins both. Like, that's
Nice. Heating up the competition.
There we go. So now
you are upping the competition. Good job.
So you're gonna get this is a twofer, guys. Let me pick a good one for you. Oh wait, first I have to give you when you are mad. What to do when you're mad? I said talk softly. We said no drama, introspect, don't withdraw. Oh, this one's really good. Don't blame, problem solve. So rather than saying something like, I told you a million times not to contradict me in front of the kids, you say, how do you think we should handle things when we disagree? And so that we don't contradict each other in front of the kids. You hear the difference? Yeah? No, nobody knows what I'm talking about. Are we even listening to Leah? Hello. No, it's okay. Okay, I'll give you the next one. You can go back and watch that part of it to learn what I just said. Maybe you're listening. I don't know. Boy, can I talk to him? Okay, this would my husband would be in hysterics right now. Okay, the milk went sour because you never cleaned up after yourself, right? That's screaming it. The other is if you don't blame, but you problem solve. Can you think about any ways we can get a better track record with keeping the milk from going sour? You hear what I'm saying? Instead of blaming, you're problem solving. So that's a big shift. That's another meme. Okay, it's not as funny and cute as the other one. Okay, ready? Now we are ready.
Wait, Leah, we have a big one coming out of Facebook.
Okay.
Okay, so there's a question coming out of Facebook and it says, it sounds like us wives should just become mute, taking away all our best features.
What I didn't understand the question.
Meaning that all these types of things of what a wife really should do, this person is saying is basically makes it like we don't really have any say. We should just be quiet and never say anything.
Oh, you mean when I say, what do you do when you're mad? All my answers.
Exactly.
That a wife should say mute.
Exactly.
Thank you very much for like challenging me in live show. No, it's good. It's fantastic. We love this. And we are going to see, okay, Leah is in the hot seat, right? Okay. So how do we answer that? Here's the thing. You are correct. But guess what? I'm not saying the wife should do that. The husband should also do that. Every piece of advice that I gave is all for the husband and the wife. The problem is guys are so busy doing their stuff and buying electronics that they cannot remember. They're not about to sit here and watch the ladies talk show and learn what they should be doing, how they should do it. So this is no double standard. But here's the beauty of it. If you do these things that maybe make you mute, as your husband should also probably do, but if you do those things, there will be harmony and you'll get exactly what you want in the relationship, which is closeness and cooperation and adoration and appreciation and attention, all the things, because when there's a battle going on, who knows what it's like to have tension in the house, right? Hello, you have tension in the house, you want a way out of it. Just do the nice thing. Be that person. Step up your game. Pivot. Instead of sitting there and doing it the way you've always done it that doesn't work and causes more tension. And then for the next 2 hours, you're fighting, right? Or even if you're not fighting, you're giving each other the silent treatment. And there's like this thing, and the kids know it. They know, stay away from mommy and daddy. Right now, they're having a battle. Instead of that, if you just let things go, or you instead of blaming, you try and be productive. If you do some of these tricks, you're going to get what you want. That's what it's all about. Well, is that what it's all about? It's bringing peace into the world. It's bringing more blessing into your home. We know that God said that the more blessing there is, the more shalom, the more peace there is in the home, the more blessing. So instead of fighting, oh, I have so much to do today. My car is not working. The fridge isn't working, and all these things that aren't working, and you're being mean to everybody because you're taking care of all the things you have to take care of. If you were nice to everybody, all of the things that are breaking, God himself would fix. This is not Leah Richheimer's great idea. We know this from our sources, that when you go for shalom, when you go for peace, all manner of blessings that you don't even know are going around. Do you know, you could have been driving down the street yesterday and that you were supposed to get into God forbid, an accident, right? A car, you didn't get it. Why? Because you're going after shalom. So there's many, many things. Even if you don't see everything with your own life, if you keep your eyes open, you will see when you go for shalom. Oh, I have an amazing story. One of my students just told me, she was very mad I'll just tell this quick thing. She was extremely mad at her husband. He was making her make a phone call to the school to complain about something that happened. She didn't want to do it. It's not her personality. And her best friend's mother was dying of COVID, a young woman, maybe in her, I don't know, actually. But she said she was a young woman dying of COVID. And she said, if I go for shalom, please let this woman live. She just called me 2 days ago. And she said, the woman lived. She was dying. All the family had flown in to say goodbye to her. They couldn't even go into the hospital, whatever. The woman was dying. And she said when she went, and she was crying to me on the phone. I don't know how, whether that's actually factual, that her going for shalom with her husband about calling the principal and doing what he, and keeping peace in the home caused the person to live. We know that's a spiritual truth. We know God, we have many, many sources that say that's how the world works. That's how the spiritual world works, that things shift over here. Anyway, did that answer the question? Go for shalom. For shalom. Okay, fine. Let's go to the next scenario. And aren't we on this 2-for-1 thing still?
Yes,
Okay.
this is it. This is a 2-for-1. This is a
Dun,
2-for-1. Whoever wins this one is you gets both.
Yeah, you get both. Okay, so fine. Let me just get a really good one. It's gotta be, okay. Your husband always waits to the last minute to take care of anything house related. Why do you need to wait until the electricity is almost turned off before he will pay the bill? So everything with the house becomes a crisis. Instead of, he doesn't pay the thing on time. He doesn't like change the filter in the AC and he won't let you pay somebody else to do it. He doesn't want, I'll do it. But then he never does it. Okay. So he basically completely doesn't take care of the house, and then everything ends up being a crisis. What do you do? Ladies, you're up. Rachel. Your son. You
Thank you.
muted. Okay, sorry.
I
Go
think
ahead.
I have to figure out a way to gaslight him that it's later than it is. Like maybe it's 2022 already or something. I've got to turn the clocks forward and change all the calendars and reprogram his computer so he really freaks out and thinks it's the future.
Okay, that's good. Very creative. Okay, Siggy.
I think I'm also going to be really late and procrastinate on things. Oops, dinner? Oh, it's coming tomorrow for breakfast. Oh, you needed your suit for work? Well, it's I'm going to get it in 3 days. So hope that meeting, will happen when it can happen, when your suit's ready. So I'm just going to take on that same manner of living and we'll see how it goes.
Worst wife ever. Okay, good. Okay, who's next? Go ahead, Taylor.
Well, since he misses living with his mother, I'm just going to have her call every morning and remind him of all the things that he's been doing wrong and what he needs to get done today, every day. And then maybe before he goes to bed at night as well.
Ooh, vindictive. Okay, fine. Jessica.
I'm going to pretend like the power was turned off before it really is turned off and just place hundreds of candles throughout the house and say, well, if you had paid the bill, we wouldn't be in this situation.
Wow. Wow. Okay, let's start with Aviva.
I think I like Jessica's answer, but that entails too much effort. I would go with Siggy for the first time. I love your answer. I think it's fantastic because it gives me an excuse not to make dinner. Thank you.
That's good. Okay, Rachel.
Okay, I have to go with Jessica. I would play the game and shut off everything, the heat and the air conditioning and the lights, and I would just have fun and I would probably video his reaction.
And post it everywhere. Okay, fine. Sari.
Okay, so first I have to say that I was a toss-up between Taylor and Siggy. The mother calling and reminding him every day, classic, love it. But Siggy's answer is definitely, for me, was like resonated. I loved her response. Definitely worst wife ever, especially with him like not getting his dinner for breakfast and his suit not coming until 3 days later. But I have to clinch it that Facebook gave Taylor the win on this one. So I believe that there's 2 for Siggy though. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. Oh, wait.
Okay.
Oh, wait a sec. What do you mean 2 for Siggy?
No, meaning Jessica got 1, Taylor got 1, but I think Siggy got 2, right?
No,
Aviva?
Yeah.
Yes.
You voted for Siggy also. Yes, we
Yes.
both did. So double for Siggy then. Yeah.
Oh, you mean there's 4 votes? but
Yeah,
Siggy
there's
got
4 votes
Mhm.
because Facebook came in with the vote, but it's Siggy's the one that still gets the win.
So confusing. Okay, very good.
And that's double?
Yes, double
Guys,
for Siggy.
You're testing my math still.
Okay, so now that's done. Yeah, you're good thing you're a CPA. Okay, so hold on a sec. So Siggy got double. So she got
Yes.
1 today. I mean,
Yes.
she won this one and the other guy.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
wow.
So Siggy's in the lead.
She's in the lead. And by the way, Leah, just on a side note, someone on Facebook wrote, Siggy looks radiant today. Siggy, I don't know what's going on Facebook, but I think you set this up. I think you've got like a little like groupies over there on Facebook and you're like, just vote for me. Vote for me.
That's adorable. Okay, we've got one last scenario, guys. So I don't know where everybody's, who's ahead or who's whatever, but oh wait, and I think I've got one last thing. Don't withdraw, introspect, the last one is don't exaggerate. So when you're steaming mad and you're about to whatever, don't exaggerate. Don't say you always do this, you always do that, and you always make me feel this way. And the minute you use the word always, stop what you're doing. It is only destructive. Okay, clear? Good. Okay. Any questions before we go to the last one? No? Instagram, Facebook?
No, we're
Okay,
good.
fine.
Last one. We're on the
fine.
last.
So scoreboard is Taylor has 1, Rachel has 1, Jessica has 2, and Siggy's in the lead with 3. So how many points should we make this round?
Oh, no, it's got to be the same as the rest. So it's
Okay.
okay. All right. Okay. So we'll have runners up. Okay, fine. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I forgot the birthday. It's not so exciting. Okay. My husband is such a mess. He literally drops his clothing wherever he takes it off. I sometimes feel like I'm living in a pigsty. Doesn't he realize Oh, you don't, oh wait, this is written, doesn't he realize I'm his wife and not his housekeeper? He doesn't pay me enough to tolerate this behavior. So basically he just, everything, like he takes the butter knife out and leaves it on the counter, leaves the butter on the knife, on the counter. He just does not clean up after himself. He thinks you are his housekeeper. Okay, final round. Let's see. Rachel.
I mean, I've always wanted one of those pot-bellied pigs as a pet, so maybe I'll get like 3 or 4.
Very good. Okay, Jessica.
I'm going to tell him that I'm taking up sculpting, and I'm going to take every item that he leaves around and pile them up in a corner to make the effort to reach the ceiling and see how he likes that view in his office.
Okay, very nice. Okay, who's up next? Okay, Siggy.
Wants me to be the maid, I'll happily be the maid. I'm going to put AirPods in my ear, blast music, and just vacuum and pick things up and ignore anything else that needs to get done. And so that's my role in the house now.
Okay, there you go. Fine. Okay, Taylor.
Okay, I'm just going to take every single thing out of every drawer in the whole house and act like nothing's going on and just leave it there for at least 3 days until he says something, and then just act like, oh, I'm sorry. Did you think things were out of the place? I thought you meant that they were outside. They meant they needed to be free. So
outside free, I'm missing something.
Free, that everything needs to be out. Nothing needs to be put away because it all has to be free.
Oh, it's gotta be free.
Yeah, the clothes are crying to be free. The socks are crying to be free. Like,
worst wife ever. Okay, judges, let's go. Rachel, why don't you start?
Okay, I got to go with Taylor. I like the idea of taking everything out of the drawer and it's
Draw. The draw. What is it with my team? The draw. Hello, what's a draw? A draw is something you need a pen to draw. Anyway, okay, so fine. You take everything out of the draw. Okay.
And just act like, the
it's normal, like it's supposed to be that way.
Yeah. I think that's a great punishment. He deserves it.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. For Taylor. Okay, Aviva.
I'm with Siggy again. Siggy got my vote. Except I would really just get the housekeeper more often because my husband hates having a housekeeper in the house. I don't know if other people's husbands are like that. Not liking someone touching their stuff. So I would say, fine, if you want to make such a mess, we'll have housekeeper 24/7. No problem.
That's very good. Okay, Sarit.
Okay, so I will first start off with our Facebook because somebody on Facebook wrote, she will start giving out all the things that he drops on the floor, all his clothes away, and he will start seeing them on homeless people.
Wow. Worst wife ever, Facebook lady. Worst wife ever.
But actually Facebook actually came in with Siggy and Taylor. There was a tie. They're equal on Facebook. But I'm going to have to say, and really it's not saying much because really Siggy kind of, set this whole thing up and she's winning anyways, but I am going with Siggy. Siggy, I'm going with you on this one.
There you go. Okay, fine. So who? Aviva. What's the
winner is Siggy.
Siggy is the.
I'm a bad wife.
You can put that on your resume. You're the worst wife ever.
Siggy is radiating worst wife ever tonight.
There you go. Yay, Siggy. Cheers, guys. Thank you so much for being on the show. Give your names again. Rachel, start.
I'm Rachel Drummond.
Fine. Okay, and then Siggy.
I'm Siggy Rabbit.
Taylor.
Taylor Loeb.
And Jessica.
Jessica Young.
Yay, this is Leah Richheimer for the Ladies Talk Show. The worst wife ever goes to Siggy. Congratulations, I think. Okay, see you next time.